Oh, no. Yeah, so before the DLC came out, this was considered the strongest ship in FTL, and for good reason. Kind of looks like a old Jolly Rancher. So we get shields, thankfully, 2 in engines, oxygen, weapon system, though there is a 40 scrap penalty to get a second power bar, or upgrade this to level 2 in weapons. And no actual starting weapons. We have a medbay, piloting as always, sensors, doors, a 4-person teleporter, and cloaking. It also comes with Crystal Crew. Crystals are the best boarders in the game thanks to their lockdown ability. A good thing we have piloting. No piloting run. Someday. So they can essentially lock a room down with goo. They have a special power. Comes in handy in either trapping enemies so they don't get to the medbay or keeping them out of rooms so you can beat down weapon systems if need be. We also got Crystal Vengeance. Its main purpose is to be sold for 40 scrap. There's a 10% chance when we have Crystal Vengeance that when we get hit, a crystal flies off and hits the enemy ships in a random room. It's pretty awful. Doesn't actually make sense that it sells for 40 scrap, but that's what it is. As always, when possible, I do rename a Crystal Crew member Ruin in case we come across the Rock Home World just to unlock the Crystal Sector. Always fun when we have the opportunities to go do that. The main game plan is with this ship is to board. Board frequently, board often. Would like some crew members and another shield bubble. Probably should also find a weapon at some point as well to deal with Zoltan shields as well as take down unmanned drones. So the data we carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Okay, yeah, so the big thing is to... 3 things. 1, we are actually looking for crew, so I can kick this Crystal Crew member into the teleporter and go 3 strong. Don't actually really care what kind of crew, though NG is probably the preferable because our ship will get hit at times and they will be able to do repairs quickly. I do want a second shield bubble as well. That's going to make a lot of fights safer for us. It's normal that killing crew actually takes longer than just like shooting a ship down. So it means we're possibly going to sustain more damage, though we do have cloaking to help alleviate that. And we also, like I said, need a weapon. We have no way to deal with Zoltan shields at all, save getting shot repeatedly and letting our Crystal Vengeance take care of it. That's a pretty terrible idea. And same thing is we can't really kill AI ships. Oh geez, there's a store right off the bat. Do I go to it just for 40 scrap? And a distress. Alright, let's hold out going to the store for the time being. Advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. I have no way to kill this ship, so let's cloak. Before you can get close enough to the station, the automated ship detects you and moves into attack. That's really gross. Alright, now Crystal Crew members have 125 health, and they also take less damage from not being in O2. So we're hopefully just going to do 1 damage to this weapon system and then beam them right back. That way this fight is safe, but we're going to have to run from this fight. so we'll just heal him up. This is not going to be particularly exciting. Sorry in advance. Oh. Yay, we got there. Alright, let's check out this distress then. Perhaps it's crew. Perhaps it's a free weapon. Giant alien spiders. Nope. We don't have a clone bay or a buyer beam, and we could potentially lose crew. I almost never risk crew. And less so when I'm on a boarding ship. Intruders on board. Okay. Wow, they're going to ignore my crew and go right into shields? Oh, because there's quad boarders. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I want to just slow them down and wait for the O2 to partially drain from that room. So hopefully we don't take a system damage. We can vent that out. Ideally we wish to fight in the med bay. Wow, yep. Okay, finally, here they come. Don't smash my O2. 2-on-1 is fine. They're only humans. Let's see. Just for information's sake, like 2 Mantis can actually kill a single crew member in a level 1 or in a level 1 medbay. Actually, I think 2 train crew members can do it as well. Unless they're NGs. Alright. So we're, 5 jumps in and have no scrap to show for it yet. Actually, we have literally nothing to show for it. Super, super exciting. Okay, that is... Okay, so we have to get sort of beyond the exit before we can actually go to the exit. That's fine. Okay, so we have heavy laser and looks like a burst. 1. Ooh, it was a Mantis. Mantis got snuck in there, hoping. That's unfortunate. It only should be 2 crew in this ship. Ideally, we would have just been able to take out their weapon systems before being fired upon. It's okay, we can cloak it, though. Okay, I do have a shield up for that shot. Maybe I have to let that just hit us and go ahead and lock down again. And we do want to cloak the 2 shots. Come on, just need to do 1 damage to that weapon system. Alright. We're almost safe. It's another Mantis. Alright, we have a 2-on-1. We also have 125 health. See, now that the ship is empty of hostiles, we get a free human. Okay, fair enough. So that will be our new pilot. Alright. At least now we're actually making progress. Okay, so we saw 1 store. It's possible these two are stores as well. There's typically two in the sector 1. Sure, I will give you 2 fuel, 21 scrap for 2 fuel, solid reward. Okay, potential of those to be stores. I want to check these jumps out here. Okay, so they have drones. So let's go ahead and reject that offer. Hey, Wondrous, how's it going? Okay, so they have a basic laser anti-drone, so we can't actually be hurt in this fight. The only concern is they might have a, like, boarding drone. But we'll go ahead and board 3. And they totally have an anti-boarding drone. Who is slow? I'm doing fine, 7 a.m. and I still didn't sleep. Jeez. To be honest. Sleep is, when I was in high school, I definitely didn't get enough sleep, for ridiculously bad reasons. I used to go to school on Friday and then have speech meets, like, at 6 o'clock the, next day. I would go to those and then hang out with friends in the evening and come back home at like 2 o'clock in the morning on Sundays and do that like 2 times a month. It's rough. Alright, we'll just go ahead and lock down again, try and maximize killing their crew off. Probably should have seen if they have a 3rd crew member. It would be ideal if we could actually take down the drone system before I even have to deal with a boarding drone. No. Do have a gross Zoltan here. Zoltan's gross because if it explodes, it could potentially kill my crew. We're going to play it super safe and just bring my crew back and heal them in the med bay. Yeah, but IRL, you know, trying to figure out what to do with oneself is... That's a very tough question that, unfortunately, I mean, I don't want to, like, be presumptuous or anything. Oh, I just played Nuclear Throne and Genshin the whole night? Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, we got 21 scrap from that. And there's our 50. Is there a store immediately in our vicinity? There is not. Play 3 other games and... Oh. Do you happen to have like 3 games you could possibly recommend, Elad? Everyone should follow Crow. A lot of people have followed Crow. I definitely, well, I thought... What do I want to say? English word sentences make. Oh, geez, Crow, putting me on the spot. I know, sorry. Dude, you're a professional streamer. You quick on your feet while you're dancing? I did not say positions. I was closing in about, at 100 followers. I lost some this week. I don't know what I did to upset them. Yeah, alright, so totally going double shield here, even if I don't quote-unquote have the power for it. I can always just turn off the oxygen. Okay, yeah, missile, we want to cloak the missile. Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. Followers usually the thing. I lose some just... I don't know. It could be some people come in a they come in a raid and they just want to, you know, only have so many channels in their like feeds to keep track of. At one point in time, I definitely cleared out like a couple follows that I had, so I'm not taking it personal. I mean, well, it is technically personal, but it's also not. Alright, can I... Oh, you're running away. That's really annoying. Okay, so we want to cloak the missile. My shields should be able to take care of the heavy. Ideally. And we can cloak. Still possible we actually get hit. So my plan is just to beat down the weapon systems. Come on, there we go. Cool. Alright, the weapon system down. I'm actually going to bring the human over to... because they should have 2 crew. Alright, and what we want to do is we don't want them to run to the med bay. One more lockdown. And we should have this. As you get more followers, you have more potential accounts that will close and or their follower list. Followers since I stopped streaming all the time. I suppose that makes sense. Alright, 2 fuel, 16 scrap. Okay, you don't actually need healed. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, right? That's sort of the great thing about Twitch is, you know, there's so many different things you can watch, and you just, you know, find something else. I go through phases where I'll hang out in a channel for, you know, like a couple months, and then I'll leave. Maybe I'll come back someday. I don't know. I suppose, right, yeah, it is sort of a personal thing, but 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps before the exit. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so yeah, I want to hit this jump to try and see as many points as I can. I'm actively mad at this streamer. I'm trying to think of how many streamers I actually got actively mad at. 4? Not that I really shouldn't just like dwell on specifics or anything like that. And then it's even more mad than the old hate watch. Yeah, I do not partake in hate watch. Let's see, you come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. Ooh, who is it, Crow? No. That's not cool. That's like against the Twitch code, the unwritten Twitch code that they wrote down. Alright, see your transmission from the pirates. Say how to this. Okay, so we have a chance at double rewards here. It looks like a burst 1 and a mini beam. It's wrongly used it. Dude, you can't unfollow Roncley. We're gonna be a hero here. So it's a bit unfortunate that these are all like 1x2 rooms. Sort of inclined not to go borders. Okay, you are that. Actual time to use Kappa. Kappa etiquette. Alright, so again, I'll just cloak these. There's no point in risking it. Also, considering I didn't get my second shield bubble up. Because we are potentially could get hit. Now, what's nice is we could desync these weapons a little bit. So this mini beam hasn't fired yet. It's likely we'll also deal damage to the weapon system, and everything I'm about to say is kind of null and void. But we sort of desync these weapons, so ideally what would happen is these 2 shots would hit, and then the mini beam would hit us through our unprotected shields, or our unprotected ship because our shields are down. But now the timing is going to be switched where this is charging and this fires. So that means the beam will hit our shields, and then these 2 will take down our shields, and then the charge times we should actually be safe for the rest of the fight. And I gooed with the wrong dude. Professional FTL commentary. Yeah, I watched. Yeah, so most of what I originally had knowledge wise in FTL was from him, which he's absolutely quality, no denying. Okay, well, let's get out of this fight temporarily, heal my crew up. Oh, you timed, you jerks. It's because they have a Zoltan there. I don't want the Zoltan to explode and kind of like kill my crew. Okay, I just cloak this. Why didn't you heal all the way? That's cool. We guys have a backup. I got a backup crystal. Okay, so the Zoltan should be in piloting since the other 2 crew are dead. It's unlikely the ship has 4 crew. Alright, and we get the lockdown so they can't run to the med bay. Alright, 18 scrap. Upon closer inspection, you realize the ship under attack was a rebel scout. It's too damaged to pick up much of a fight. Destroy the ship and salvage it. Use the leverage of their lives to convince them to delay the pursuit. And I'm just going to destroy the ship. Get the guaranteed scrap. Oh yeah, extra 8 scrap, 3 fuel. So as I was saying, yeah, I watched a bunch of Lethal Frag play FTL. It's probably where I learned the most, like initially. I probably caught a couple Twinge and maybe like 1 or 2 Necro Rebels and Cyberbillies. And then when I got into casting, I started watching a lot of other players and learned a ridiculous amount. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could be that aggressive in like crew kills without borders. I always just thought, you know, maybe you occasionally luck into it versus aggressively, you know, attacking like oxygen or how to use mind control and hacking. And that kind of good stuff. Probably should buy a power. Didn't see our store here, so let's go ahead and get the power bar. Just want to not light there. Man, another one by 2 rooms. Okay, they have a Mantis. Can I pull the shields? Alright, you got the NG fight, so I win that one. Two double Mantis will beat my my 2 crystals. That's the problem. I can't lock them in the room because then they'll just straight up die. So I'm gonna have to kite them around. Which just means I'm also not dealing with the weapon system, but the weapon system's fine. It's only 2 projectiles. I have level 2 shields, so that's okay. That's kind of weird. So he actually now is fighting the one in shields. Okay, let's switch up these crew since he is taking the most damage by selecting them, putting them out of the room, and then hand selecting them back into the room during a pause. So we can get our swap. Oh, that was... Okay, that was a horrible, horrible misclick there. That was really bad. I was trying to feed them through the room so I could get them out, and I just butchered that, so now I'm in chance of losing crew here. Very much so losing crew. Okay, so I have a plan. Which crew are you? Okay, you're going into an empty room. I'm gonna hit lockdown. No! That was such a good idea that absolutely failed horribly. I might lose my crystal member here. I can't do anything. Well, that's pretty awful. So that misclick just cost me a crew member. And I could potentially lose another one here. Wow, you can actually do that in a room that you're not in. Okay. So I'm just kiting them around through empty rooms. I actually also have to turn on my med bay. That was all sorts of poorly played on my part. So, what I did horribly wrong there, aside from the misclick, was I boarded in with 2 crew and then I just didn't lock down the room for some reason. And because I didn't do that, 2 of them got into the room, and because they were both Mantis, I could complain about that it's bad RNG to run in double Mantis there, but, you know, I mean, it's totally a possibility. Okay. So Mantis there, Mantis there. We still get the crew kill here. It's just I'm down a rock, or down a crystal. Not the end of the world. Yeah, we can resave your positions because I lost one. That's fine. 39 scrap. It's not fine, but it is what it is. Single life form. Okay, so don't be potentially crazy. He seems to have been here for many years, looks healthy, but his mental state is questionable. Alright, if you have a clone bay, that's okay, but we don't. I think you can also use a slug or mind control. It's weird. There are some instances where you can use a slug's mind control, but not the mind control system, or vice versa. We'll leave them to their ravings. Alright, gonna jump to the exit here. Not a particularly good Sector 1, aside from losing the crew. I did not actually get to pick up a weapon. Civilian sector. Yeah, we're going civilian sector. I have no way of dealing with Zoltan shields. So let's avoid the sector supposedly filled with Zoltan shields. Let's see. Still need a weapon. Would like some crew. Get some improvement on our engines to make sure our cloak actually works. Oh man, again, more ships. I absolutely can't. Okay, maybe cloaking will work this time. It does not again. So we're over 2. I'm boarding just for training purposes. I can get their skills up somewhat. But again, I can't kill this ship actually. Nebulas are known for actually having more auto scouts or AI ships. Makes sense because they don't need sensors. Though they must use life form scanners if they have mind control. So if I had level 2 piloting, this is a blue option. if I had the clone bay, I wouldn't risk crew here. But yeah, we could potentially risk crew, so nope. Third time we could have risked crew. Two missiles for 2 drone parts. I'm going to ignore that. There's some options where you can solve 5 missiles for like improvement to your reactor. So I'm just going to say no to that. Okay, so we haven't seen a store yet. In a civilian sector, normally there's like 3. Okay, this is another ship I cannot fight. It has hacking. As long as it doesn't hit our shields, we're okay. Alright. So once again, we're going to be running away. So this can be a real danger with this particular ship, or a lot of boarding ships. Is you get too many ships you actually can't fight, and you get behind in scrap. And the more ships you can't fight, or so as you lose scrap, then it's like harder to take on fights, because like some ships will just run away automatically, and so you just essentially just keep bleeding scrap, and there's no way for you to catch up, barring finding some like amazing weapon. Alright, there's a store. We have 50 scrap, plus I think we still have the Crystal Vengeance, so we have 90 scrap. Mind control, hacking, automated reloader. I still don't actually have weapons. Still gonna sell that. Okay, not getting a backup battery. I don't like mind control if I already have a quad teleporter. It's kind of redundant most of the time, particularly later on. Since I already have cloaking, hacking would probably be the most ideal system to get for this ship. We already have the teleporting and the cloaking. And drone control is kind of bad. It's a fairly long ship, so if our defense drone's on one side and the missile comes from the other side to target a room from this side, it's possible, very possible, that it could it'll still hit our ship. Plus we have cloaking for missiles anyways, and normally I only buy drone control for defense drone. Don't see the third store or second store yet. Okay, we are light on fuel, so we'll go ahead and get that. I don't want to buy the Zoltan Shield bypass, even though that gives us something against Zoltan Shields. It doesn't do anything for AI drones, and at some point I will actually need weapons. And because I need weapons more so than I need hacking, so I'm going to pass on that as well. Two fuel for 3 drone parts. No. Okay, that is also not the store. We'll come back. I need fights. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula. It's beacon. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Teleporter. Alright. You beam the Federation crew aboard. One gladly joins your crew. The West wait to be dropped off the next station. So we got 19 scrap and stick. He's a stick man. Go ahead and put him into engines. Wow. 29 scrap for a rock. They're normally 55. And Zoltans are typically 60. It's just a stick man. Boy, that's super tempting, just because that gives me a fourth border, or I'm sorry, a third border. Womp womp. Potentially fourth border. They have quite a few blue options, which would be really nice as well. Yeah, bit of a risk, but I'll go ahead and take them. Again, hopefully, like, 29 is ridiculously value. Okay, this connects over. Four, five, six. 1, 2, 5. That being the nebula. I don't want to burn jumps because I'm already behind on scrap, so missing more jumps is a bad idea. Alright, I can take this one and reassess either way. Alright, yeah, I can do 2, no problem. 1 fuel for 5 missiles. I'm already down to 6 fuel. No. Okay, you're a store. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to risk one of these being a store, plus this nebula should really decrease the length of their jump here. Sector Nebula presented by Plasma Storm and Automated Rebel Scout. I can't fight Automated Scouts, so let's Cloaking to escape. Okay, third time Cloak in attempt to gain access to the cache. The ship patrols wide around the area, successfully approaching the station while avoiding detection. The station was either abandoned or so we got nothing for that. Come on, game. Okay, we can go distress, store, then exit, looks like. Yes, I will lead you to your destination. Quest marker in the next sector, 9 scrap. We are very far behind right now. Drone control, mind control, hacking. I can't buy a small bomb. I literally only have 5 bombs. Like, I cannot buy this as a weapon. Even though it's really strong, it's just, I can't reliably use this for anything. And the bleeding just continues. Okay. Can't take this fight. Have to avoid the conflict. Alright, we'll go to another civilian sector. Hopefully we'll actually find a laser weapon. I guess I didn't specify it needed to not be a bomb. Our quest marker is an utterly dead jump. Alright, so pirate fighter. Okay, we're going to attack the slaver scum. I can't take crew if they offer it. I just need scrap right now. There's also a chance we'll still actually get crew from the event. But, yeah, I can't accept a surrender from them. At least this ship cannot harm us. So we'll wait for the boarders to come on board. Alright, we'll send the human so he gets there in time. Hopefully. No, I actually sent the human. Thank you. If you would be so kind. Alright, they're gonna teleport. They should board us the second time. Gonna have to wait on that before I figure out exactly how I'm going to board their ship and kill their crew. Okay, that's excellent. Boarding into the mid-bay. Alright. Go ahead and see what's going on next door. They have one mantis, one human. This should not be an issue. We can board 4 strong, wait for the mantis, the 2 crew to join in, and then we'll just lock down the room. No problem. Wow, he totally tore apart my guy. Okay, so it appears the slaves did not survive the fighting, so we got 27 scrap and an NG. NG's great. So NG can move around our ship, do repairs for us, which is nice. NG's also have the most blue options in FTL. Not a weapon, you may have noticed. So I'm going to keep him in sensors, actually, so I can see what's going on in enemy ships before I board them. I'm not too worried about boarders. I have a ton of crew. 3 of them are absolutely fine at fighting. Okay, free scrap is nice. Okay, here's a store. I do absolutely need to buy fuel. I keep running low on that. Well, that is actually 2 weapons. Burst laser 2. The only problem with that is I actually only have 1 power bar. But I at least have something I can go towards. I will need another 40 scrap total, so 27 scrap away from getting that online. But nice to pick up the best purchasable weapon in the game. Aid a civilian ship, chance at double rewards here. Okay, not too scary, the ship. Curious what they're going to board us with. If they pull the guy out of the room, like so, we'll go ahead and board into their weapons and then lock it down once we get there. And should be able to do enough damage to take it offline before we get hurt. And they boarded with an NG. Okay, go ahead, cloak now. Lock down again. It'd be really good if we could actually kill the NG. It's been unfortunate. Okay, they have a mantis, they have a rock. I'm trying to think of the smart way how I actually want to go about killing their crew now. I already burnt my 2 lockdowns just to keep their weapon system at bay. Oh wow, the NG didn't actually make it, died in teleport, so that's really good for us. Alright. We'll go ahead and bring those guys back. And fortunately, the rock is doing the repairs versus the mantis. The mantis is slow repairs, but what is good is they're not going to the med bay. .94 health. They're both they're still really dangerous as far as fighting goes. So we're going to go ahead. Is my lockdown up? Okay. So we're going to board in the rock and lock that room down. Wow, that's bizarre. I thought they were on top of the other. That's fine. It's okay if we take down the med bay. Okay, we took down the med bay. Let's go ahead and keep slowing that mantis down so it doesn't actually get in there to help the rock out. Alright, and we should be fine now. Okay, 29 scrap. Contact that civilian ship. They respond, it's a good thing you came when you did. We'd be dead otherwise. I'm a shipwright and I'd like to help you like you helped me. 11 scrap and a hull smash laser. Okay, so now we have 2 weapons. Hull smash laser, one of the weaker 2-powered 2-shot weapons. I think I would only consider the chain laser to be worse, but not going to complain at all. Weapon is really good. And now we can actually use a burst laser. Still behind on power. Okay, so it's in Sector 3. I now have the burst laser online. It is 60 scrap. So I'm probably going to need about another 100 scrap to get the whole laser online as well. And then that'll give us 5 projectiles. Let's see. So you have a... I'm assuming that's a heavy laser 2 and a 1. Let's go ahead and attack the pirates here. Because I totally have a weapon. Yeah, okay, so a heavy 2 and a 1. We should cloak this if the timing doesn't help us out. So this will fire in 9 seconds, this will fire in 13 seconds since they have no one manning their weapon systems. Okay, just straight up evasion. Cool. Alright, so now we actually can board. Alright, I have 2 shields up, so I don't have to cloak this either. Now I do. Alright, they actually don't have a way to heal. We'll be extra certain that we don't. Even though there are doors, or actually that they have a level 2 door system, you can still order your crew out of those rooms, so we can still do the switch, like so, just to double ensure I just shot at my own crew. Sorry, guys. Alright, pick through the remains and contact the settlement. 25 scrap, 13 scrap, and a system repair drone. That's another 15 scrap. Oxygen back on. We'll also turn on the med bay. Alright, we'll just kite him through so we can heal more crew at the same time. Let's go ahead and get 2 power bars. Alright, so now we know exactly where we stand. 60 scrap to get our second weapon online. We have a plan. Still going to be a little low on engines. I would have liked level 3, level 4 engines before the time we leave the sector, but we have a lot of jumps remaining. We can definitely turn this run around and manually search the wreckage. I still don't have level 2 piloting. Cannot risk. It's unfortunate I can't see what the ship has. We're going to just go ahead and attack the pirate. Okay, they do have cloaking. What kind of weapons do we have? That's just a basic ion and a mini beam, which is what it looks like. We cannot take damage from this fight. Okay, it's probably a heavy ion, which doesn't matter. Heavy ion doesn't go fast enough to chain its ion damage. let's board into shields. Okay, Mantis, Human, and an NG. Alright, fair enough. They don't have a way to heal. So we're just going to soften them up, and we'll do a couple teleports, just to be extra safe. Let's see. Actually, I'm winning all of my fights. We just need to switch out the rock and my crystal. So once the Mantis goes down, Human should quickly follow, and then everyone just does a 4-on-1 on the NG. 29 scrap and a Mantis. Okay, that's cool. Mantis are the second best boarders in the game. Just behind the crystals. Rocks are third. We don't get like a lot of blue options with the Mantis. But you can easily just join the boarding party that we have. And so we'll put the Mantis on sensors because he or she, I don't know, Zemu, moves faster than the rest of the species. So it'll be really quick to go from sensors to teleporter. And totally stronger boarder than our NG, which we'll go ahead and put on weapons since we actually have a weapon system on the way. We just need 25 more scrap to get it online. Oh, you're right. That is totally cloaking. Thank you. Manning cloaking doesn't do anything. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, we might actually have enough, like, to burn, fuel to burn on this quest. Just because the nebula is going to slow down the pursuing rebel fleet so much. Intruders on board. They're about to have a really bad time. In the med bay. They boarded in the med bay. Is there anybody else? Just seems like, okay, there they are. I knew there was some more crew. Alright, this is fine. So we're 2 scrap short of getting our second weapon online. A missile. Missiles are gross. And a beam drone. Okay, so we should cloak the missile. We just need 1 shield to deal with the beam drone. And we can probably go without oxygen for a while. Okay, let's switch those out. Okay, got the 2-on-1. Oh, wow, that's cool. We got the missile off in time. Or we damaged the system so the missile didn't go off in time. 21 scrap. One, two, three, four, maybe? It's gonna have normal jumps when we jump here, and that's really tough to tell. That's probably not even worth the risk. Alright, go ahead and just return everybody back to their normal positions, and we can jump. Of course we're going to attack the pirate. 2 shields. Okay, small bomb and a burst 1. I'm really concerned about boarding into a ship I can't see. I don't want to go into like a double mantis room again. Alright, so we got a little 2-on-1 time versus an NG. Now we don't have to cloak this. I probably will cloak this though. Well, no, yeah, I'm definitely going to cloak that. It's a small bomb, that's annoying. Okay, let's go ahead and repair that. Alright, level 2 med bay. Wish I knew how much crew they have. I doubt they have more than 3. We can find out though. We board into the shields. Okay. Yeah, enemies, of course, prioritize shields almost over every other system. So we got 17 scrap from that. And boarding is so slow until you have a clone bay. Actually, no, a clone bay still takes a long time to bring back your crew. It is actually nice to not start with a clone bay, though, because you can train up your fighters at least beyond level 1. So when you kill them off to heal them, they still retain at least level 1 training, where if you started off with a clone bay, it's difficult to level them up. 1, 2, 3. Alright, first let's just get a power bar, because I'm still light on power. Now I can do double systems. Yeah, I'm gonna skip out on this quest here. Hey, Ronkley, thank you for the host. Let's see if this actually works. Nightbot, hello? You have time? What, I have time to go to the quest and back? 2, 3. Without it being a dive to the exit? Hello, Ronkley, how's it going? Because that's outside the nebula, so that's going to be a full jump, so that's going to be about here, and then I have 3 jumps to make it. I know the nebula will slow it to here. 1, 2, 3. I'm not comfortable with risking that. 9 fuel for 2 drone parts. Absolutely. Okay, I don't think Twitch is working for me tonight. Bottom and out, we've a little bit above the bottom. One, two. Of course I'm not going to ignore the ship. So we got a halberd beam. Ooh, looks like a burst. Of course I'm going to attack the ship. Oh, it's just a basic. Okay, that is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The boarding drone is really gross, though. Alright. So my plan to deal with the boarding drone is just to destroy the drone system. We'll cloak the shots, and then we'll shoot their weapon systems. Most of their crew will actually start vacating their positions to try and deal with the boarders. Let's make sure that system's down. Okay. Cool. Yeah, here, murder. I mean, crow. What? I have... Okay, yes, one of my crew died, but they were... It was technically my fault, but it wasn't for a clone thing. This defense sounded so much... I was more so sure of it before I, like, filled in the details. Yeah, I got it. One of my crew members, perished. What kind of crew do we even have? Okay, you got a mantis, a human, and a rock. So the only fight I probably don't definitely win is the mantis one. So again, we'll switch out the rock there. Mantis crushes human. Find a weapon system on the ship with no crew to stop you. Free Hermes missiles. Alright, well, we can sell that. What is that? 3 power for 3 damage. It's pretty gross. Oh! That was dangerous. Alright, NG and human, why don't you guys go fix that up while I boarded my crew into an oxygenless room. Thankfully, they were not low enough on health that they died from that. It's a med bay. Because all A and B ship layouts have med bays, only C layouts start with a clone bay. Don't worry, I plan on getting a clone bay. I plan on it. It might not actually happen. It's not... Clone bay is almost a luxury because of the crystal crew members. And we had a bit of a slow start in the first few sectors. So I might not have the 50 scrap to swap out to a clone bay. Who knows? I might not actually intentionally kill my crew off this run. It's stranger things have happened. So that's there. Yeah, nope, I was wrong. I did. Whilst I was here was correct. I could have made that. Oh no, wait, because I would have jumped 2 and then the jump. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, hold on. So I jumped 1, 2, 3, and here. Line is there. And it would have been longer, but that's 4 jumps. 2, 3, 4. So there's another jump in there. Plus the quest would have been more. Oh wow, it would have been really, really close. But I will give you credit. Yeah, when you got the last fight. That's okay. Civilian sector or slug control nebula. Let's go civilian sector. I like being actually able to see into ships. Alright, it's sector 4. Our weapon system is actually relatively sorted itself out, which is nice. I would sell off the Hermes missiles, get level 4 engines, and possibly a start thinking about level 3 shields. Yeah, sight is, to be fair, yeah, that's true, sight is a luxury. I will reject your offer. Okay, you have 2 crew. So let's go board in engines. Hopefully the Mantis runs to the engines while our 2 rock take him out. Or our 2 crystals take out the 1 crew in there. We cloak the missile, shoot them in the clone bay, and that's just the fight. That would be ideal. Alright, that's cool. We can just go for a walk. Alright, so we go ahead and cloak here. Now, our cloak isn't 100%. We can still totally be hit by the missile there. Okay, with them dead, there's no one on piloting. My chances of missing this are really low. And I just need to do 2 damage to take off the missile. That takes off the missile. Now this actually, he will board in the wrong position because he received the command while the other crew member was in the room, so we'll go to the other slot. And of course I shoot the clone bay, not realizing that I wanted to take out the weapon systems. Question mark? Okay, hold on. This is totally fine. Alright. Clone bay down, that's down. There are no more life signs aboard the ship. We get stripped of useful materials. Hull smash laser. Well, we pilot the hull smash lasers. Plus 41 scrap. Yeah, it's just that if I hit their weapon system, then I don't take the 2 damage. I could always kill their crew. Alright, why don't you guys go ahead and prepare your own med bay. Is there a store? There is not. Okay, so we can sell the Hermes. I might sell the hull laser. It depends on how far behind we get, but it's a totally fine weapon. Also, if I had put the Mantis in there, I could have got the crew kill faster. Alright, I just have to focus a little bit more than what I've been doing. Alright, yeah, we're going to attack the pirates. Should only be 2 crew on this ship. And we have a settlement here, so double reward chance. Double Mantis, okay. We're definitely going to put our Mantis in here. Forgo over. Alright, we're just going to win those fights. $29 scrap is another 14 from the settlement. Alright, Let's see, I am at 107 scrap. Before I do any improvements, to see if there's an upcoming store. Okay, there is our store then. So I'm going to backtrack and hit a few more jumps before I get it, because I don't need the store right now. I do actually need improvements to my engines to help ensure that my cloaking actually... well, it won't ensure it yet. I need fully trained engines and pilot and level 4 engines to have 100% evasion while cloaking. This gets us closer. Fighting in a sun. Rocking an NG. Okay, exact same thing we did before. You find a weapon system on their ship. Free laser charger and 16 scrap. Don't think I didn't forget about that missile coming in. Oh, you jerks. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I do need you to... Actually, no, you stay there. Heal up those that need healed up. You guys are going to be really slow to get there. Alright, I do want to get out of here before the solar flare goes off. Nearby planet with settlements, although no one responds to our hails. Okay. Heal crew. I have to turn on medbay to actually heal crew. So yeah, we just got a charged laser charger 2. I am not a fan of that weapon. It ends up just being a like 3 powered burst laser 1. Its projectiles are very, very slow, so it makes it difficult to time with other weapons. Okay, you have missile, mini beam, and hey, you got that terrible weapon I was just talking about. Okay, to board. Alright, got there in time, so we kept them out of their weapon systems. We use Mantis and NG to deal with that. No, not pilot. Not pilot. I know you're all excited. You want to go fight people. I commend you for that, but not really your job. Cloak the missile, hopefully. Alright, order them out of the room. Switch the beating just a little bit. Do I not get the missile system down in time? That's unfortunate. Okay. Should win these fights. 3 fuel, 38 scrap. Okay, everyone go back to their starting positions once again, and heal crew. And this cycle of life continues. So we have 3 things we can sell at the store, and what am I really looking for? I don't know, I mean, they might have like an amazing weapon. Flak or Burst 2 or Halberd Beam. Heavy would also be really nice. Heavy Laser 1. I am a fan of the Flak 2. Search around the store, see if someone's going to sell to us. They don't. We are not all friends of the Royal Fleet, so stay strong. 34 free scrap. Cool. Do I want to be greedy? One more jump before the store. Might as well. That it totally had nothing. Double stores. Interesting. It's another hole laser, and a burst laser, and a stun bomb, and a Zoltan shield bypass. Okay, I'm not using the charge. I'm not using the system repair. Not going to use that. Alright, we set at 202 scrap. If we buy Burst Laser 2, that would be our weapons. We wouldn't have to look for another weapon. I think that's a little bit too greedy. I don't need to have all my weapons in Sector 4. I don't even have the hole laser online. Alright, let's go to the other store. Oh wait, I can hit the distress before that store. Okay, you are not trained yet. No, you're not even a level 1 pilot. Neither are you in engines. Alright, let's go ahead and get a level 4 engines. Again, I just want the evasion. $147 scrap, we can still buy pretty much anything. And by pretty much anything, we can buy anything. Cloaking is the most expensive at $150, then pre-igniter at $120. You find a source of distress call. Small research station appears. A small laboratory fire got out of control. They totally bought it from slugs. Just saying. And is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Send the rock crewmen in. Rock soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. It disperses as much fire suppression as possible into the heart of the blaze, and eventually the fires start to die down. Contact the survivors. Emergency respirators. Okay, well that sells for 25 scrap plus 37. The store we're not going to go to. Drone control. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to buy any beam weapons. I'm just going to pretty much go straight laser shots right now. And we're, of course, relying on crew kills more so. Pipe beam, vastly superior to the hull beam, by the way. Hull beam is really slow. And there's such a ridiculous amount of chance that like your window when the shields are down is that you don't even get the full beam pattern off. Let's go ahead and buy hacking, because hacking's disgusting. Sell off the emergency respirators. Okay, I probably don't even need the power for hacking, and power bars are 30. Okay, so let's go ahead and get shields 3. Make sure our defenses are up. We can move power around as we need to. And we can get one more jump in before the exit. Demand the surrender of their goods. That is a 3-shielded ship. That is a 3-shielded ship, and they're already charging. So 2 of their crew should come aboard. It won't be their engines and pilot. It should be their weapons and shields. So we'll wait for them to board. We will counter board and try and take their weapon system down. We just need 2 damage to take this offline. That will also pull off their piloting, so they'll stop trying to run away. Okay, we'll keep the Mantis again. Worst case scenario is we just cloak this. There we go. And now we're safe. Let's kind of hope to take out their piloting, so now they can't get away. All right, 2 on 3. Let's go ahead and lock that down. And we'll send our 2 humans to push these guys out. Should have moved the humans earlier. We were very close to taking an unnecessary hull point of damage there. Alright, now we just clean up. Don't even need to send the backup crew. Sem and 41 scrap. Alright. Sem's already trained in shields. Doors is probably more helpful. Been somewhat neglectful on having somebody indoors. Okay, go ahead, save those positions. All right, they actually got there in time to actually have to fight. This is fine. 70 scrap, that goes to buying 2 more power bars. Into the exit. We will attack that slaver scum. They do have cloaking. Looks like a flak and a heavy laser, so that's not too scary with 3 shields and our cloak as well. Okay, it's a flak 2. Absolutely fine. Our cloak will time with this, so no problem. Double Mantis and an NG. They don't have a way to heal. We'll board 4. We will cloak. Maximize evasion. Like I said, we're totally fine from their weapon system, so not going to use the lockdown again. Just want the fight to end. $41 scrap. Abandoned Sector of Slughome Nebula. I think we'll be going in Slughome Nebula here. A little worrisome because the slugs have a tendency to have mind control, which can be annoying with boarders, but at least they have air on their ships. That counts for something. All right, I would like to refill my beverage. So we're going to take a quick 3-minute break and come back to some more FTL after that. So feel free to take the opportunity to do whatever takes you 3 minutes to accomplish or less. And I will see you on the other side. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so let's sort of assess where we are right now. We are in Sector 5. We have the whole of Sectors 5, 6, and 7 to get ready for the flagship fight. As we stand, we actually have everything we need to kill the flagship. With shouldn't be very little problem. Thank you for the welcome back, Elad. We just need to get more weapons online, which I mean, at least we already have the weapon. We just need to buy the power for it. But yeah, 7 projectiles, cloaking and hacking, and the borders that we have can absolutely get it done as is. So really just looking for scrap. Now since we're in a Slug Home Nebula and we are kind of floating with enough scrap, we're going to go ahead and get level 2 oxygen. We're going to need it anyways for phase 1 of the flagship fight. But slugs have a tendency to want to hack oxygen. And if you get level 202, it prevents the hack from going through. Relatively speaking. It just drops your oxygen down to level 1. So just a little bit of an investment for safety. Alright, so we go distress here, because that doesn't connect. See what these jumps are, and then make our way through the nebula to the exit. Track a distress beacon with difficulty to one of the 5 moons of the planet hidden in the nebula. You drift closer and are contacted by a slug marooned on the moon's surface. I shall join your crew, say I. If you can answer me this simple question, how many moons are there in orbit here? 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 11. There are 5 moons. Okay, we get Jax. We have to dismiss someone. Yeah, Jax is totally going to become our new pilot. So we're going to go ahead and dismiss Vincent here. We're going to give him a lovely shuttle with plenty of fuel, and he'll be able to make it home no problem. Yeah, not engines. So the reason I'm doing this at all is because I don't want my pilot to be mind controlled. Because that's the worst thing to have mind controlled. We have plenty of sectors to get him trained. Empty jump. Let's see what jumps I'm actually missing. Just want to have an idea if there's a store or not. Okay, so the slugs use tactics you hoped you never see. They use a remote hacking satellite to sabotage your oxygen. Improved oxygen, try to squeeze extra power. Ta-da! Already value. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start this fight. They have a fire beam and heavy laser too, so as long as we have 3 shields, which we do, we're completely, totally safe. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get a crew kill here. Okay, medbay's offline. Should be pretty easy fights. Okay, 31 scrap. So yeah, the first goal though is like getting the whole laser online. So I have 7 projectiles. We are going to run into more 3 shielded ships, though we do have hacking. So at least we can do 2 damage through those ships with our current weapon setup. $50 and $75. Hey, store. Fuel is tempting, but to Yeah, that actually gets overtaken, so it's like a 3 fuel store. That's absolutely not worthwhile. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Slug hails you. We've detected some worrying radiation coming from your medical unit. Perhaps we should take a look. So they're going to hack our med bay here. We can counter hack it. Ion, basic laser, and a pike beam weapon-wise. This is known as the coffin ship, by the way. This lovely little slug ship, because the oxygen is actually not connected to the ship proper. I'm not even gonna... Do I actually have to waste a drone part on this? Might as well. No, let's not. Okay. So I wasn't going to waste a drone part on this because I thought it could overwhelm it, but I actually don't know how many intruders they have. They have like 4 intruders. That could actually be a problem. So let's go ahead and keep our med bay online in case that's the case. Just double slugs. Okay, double slugs, not a problem. Okay, I'm going to send you to weapons, you there, just to even out the damage so the human can eventually show up here. Hey, human. Send the human through. There, you can go back on weapons. I'm just going to cloak to chill off the ion damage a little bit here. So we could totally just kill their oxygen to kill that crew. It's going to take a while, though. We're just going to send our 2 humans over. And kill the slug outright. $43 scrap. Is that the right one? Alright, once again, heal crew before the next jump. There's a store. As I said, don't really need anything from a store. I just need 25 scrap to get the heavy laser online. And we got a good amount of fuel as well. Let's see. You jump into a sector nebula beset by a plasma storm, an automated rebel scout. Let's go ahead and fight him. Okay, go ahead and send the hack at their piloting. We just evade their shots and then shoot them as much as possible with our cloak. Okay, they opted not to bring their mind control online. That's nice. Okay, so we're going to slow fight this. Keep hacking and dealing damage. Okay, so we got the piloting down. That cannot be repaired because the AIs can't repair breaches. Wow, this had really crazy evasion. I didn't pay attention when I hacked it because it actually hasn't even bothered turning on its mind control. Okay. Go ahead, skip out on the store. Nebula's also tendency to have a ton of empty jumps. Let's see. Slug transport ship is stationed near a beacon with a military escort ship. They messaged you. We have been waiting for a customer for ages. Care to share our wares? This is a really weird event. Like, you have to have a certain specific conversation to, like, guarantee a fight. Okay, we decline. We asked to see their goods. Okay, before we get ourselves, I have to explain some rules. First, no trades, coupons, refunds, purchases, or final understand. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and continue. Our slug senses something aboard the ship. Investigate it. Ooh, what is the, this? Okay, we just get a straight up fight against their ship then. Oh yeah, so the problem is if you say you understand, say not a problem, there's a chance you get attacked by a slug boarder and our weapon systems are offline. Well, that's kind of gross. Alright, let's go to battle. Once again, it's the old coffin ship here. Okay, I do want to cloak these shots. We're almost safe from their weapon system. Now we are completely safe from their weapon system. Wow, it's really tempting to just sit here and train. I mean, this would... Until I destroy their weapon system, that's actually like a perfect scenario to train our slug pilot. Five fuel, 48 scrap. Hey, get back here. Alright, we didn't actually buy power when we upgraded our weapon systems, so let's go ahead and do that. Heal Schultz. Put him back. Yep. Just double checking, make sure I actually didn't have anything to sell. So we're 13 fuel, plenty enough to get us out of the sector here. Okay, so basic halberd beam. We can take damage. The halberd beam will pierce a single shield. And 5 slugs. Okay. What is the easiest way to do this? Oh, I missed the mini beam over there. One, two, three, four, five. How trained are all my crew? You're at double, you're you're almost there. Alright, let's just do this the easy way and not have a prolonged fight. We board into the med bay and we hack the med bay. Actually, we'll Nah, I guess I don't have to worry about delaying right now. That's cool. We open the med bay up. Goes to wait for the 2 crew in, and we're now going to hack their own med bay. So it actually doesn't hurt our crew members, it just hurts theirs, and they'll try to run out of the room to save themselves. And then we can just use the lockdown mechanism to make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay, medbay's offline. 1 crew left over. Alright, quick, easy fight. No life signs remaining, 42 scrap. More power. Slowly kite the rock. Oh, actually, this guy's totally healed. One, two... I guess we can definitely jump around on the top of the nebula some more before we actually go to the exit. Maximize jumps. Again, really just building up scrap right now. All of our systems are online. Let's see. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula, and begin before you have time to make contact with them. They fade into the... Well, I guess we'll use the teleporter. Walker! Walker is 32 scrap shields and weapons. Okay, I have been using my NG for weapons. I'm not going to pitch out an NG. Totally pitch out the shields, dude. And we'll move the slug over to weapons then. Okay, you're not even trained. Oh, wait. Is that my engines guy? Okay, I apologize, engines person, for saying you're not trained. Okay, so we ditched shields then. That's cool. You can now go ahead and take doors. No. You're going to take weapons. So we now have trained on weapons, which is great. So our NG goes to take care of doors. That means our NG is not tied to doing anything right now. Can free roam for repairs. That's actually way better. And also don't have to worry about our weapons person being mind controlled. Okay. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be a single dive. I'm going to go ahead and risk it. We do have... I mean, if you can dive, even though it's not a nebula, I have cloaking and I do have hacking. And that is a glaive beam. Okay. Be that way. Now they don't have a way to heal, and all my guys will win their fights. Okay, so 4 and 4, we win all my fights. I should be able to hit their weapon systems. Okay, we took everything but the glaive down, and that's alright. As long as we have 3 shields up, the glaive cannot harm us. Where's Zemu? Why are you taking a beating? Alright, you took down your guy. That's good. Okay, where does he go? So we're going to have to absolutely move crew around. I can't teleport them back in the cloak, but I actually can move them around in the ship there. 6 fuel, 47 scrap. Not sure if I saved positions with my new slug crew. Alright, we can just somewhat start stockpiling scrap. I'll probably use it up before the dive, just to make sure I don't take damage from AME ASBs. Another coffin ship. I mean, this is totally fine with this. Two crew beating on weapon systems. We'll just cloak the burst and the heavy. Okay, I only got to cloak the burst, should be fine. I should totally train up. That's wow, I actually got hit. Alright. Go ahead, we'll bring them back. Should have had at least level 4 engines. I'll send these two to just finish off the other slug. Alright, 49 scrap from that. Like I said, we already had pretty much all the stuff we needed for the flagship fight, so this is, I wouldn't say rudimentary. I mean, there's still plenty of nasty potential fights we could come across. We just, fortunately, really haven't. Go ahead and improve engine. Since my crew isn't trained, that gives me another 5% evasion. Plus we can jump out from bad fights if they happen to actually arise. Of course we're going to attack the ship to get to the station. Chance of double rewards. This ship doesn't even have shields. What a boss. Should probably power up my other weapon. There we go. $41 scrap plus 20, so 61 scrap and an anti-personnel drone. I think those are 32 scrap, so that was like 90 scrap right there. Okay. Oh, totally fine. Don't have to dive at all. Goodbye power for this. Can also go ahead and get the piloting buff. 100 scrap, totally fine. Plus I have the 32 to sell. That buys us anything. Sure. We'll go ahead and buy 6 fuel. Again, I have plenty of scrap. Maybe we'll come across, you know, distressed ships to trade that off. Rebel-controlled or abandoned sector? No. Alright. So that's the last red sector we're going to run into till Sector 8, so we don't have to worry about, you know, abandoned sectors. If we got stuck in an abandoned sector, I really would need to actually get a clone bay to deal with them. So I could potentially actually board their ships. Alright, Sector 6. Something to take up the 4th weapon slot is pretty much the only thing I'm looking for. We have full crew. All of our boarders are totally trained. Okay, 3 shields and mind control. We're going to go ahead and hack here. These ships just have a tendency to have pretty gross evasion. So yeah, 48% evasion is pretty gross. Now the hack itself actually knocks it down by 5. Okay, that I want to cloak. Okay, it is a level 2 mind control. You can see how the, dang it, Mantis, what are you doing? Go fix it. You broke it. You fix it. So I'm just going to shoot it in the mind control. It's another way to just turn it off. Okay, force you scrap. Distress. I will totally give you 3 fuel. Thank you so much. We have much to offer, but have a look at the sector scans. So they ran around scanning the sector, and then they ran out of fuel. Even though there's a store right there. Wow. That's a pulsar. I kind of don't want to go to a pulsar. So the bad thing about Rebel Control is there tends to be quite a few unmanned ships. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight fights. 6. Doubt we get that one though. 2, 3, 4, 5 straight fights. And then we can just sort of bounce around. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Means I won't be going to a store for a while. So let's go ahead and get a buffer point in hacking, as well as a bit to power it, and as well in cloaking as well. Let's go a hunting. Okay, missile system, trying to run away. We got a flak heavy laser. Oof, those are some pretty gross weapons. Okay, we're gonna wait to get boarded. How do I actually want to do this? Okay, we'll board into... Oh yeah, this is easy. What am I thinking? We'll board into shields. That will pull their 2 crew, so that'll lower their evasion and everything. And then we can just hack their weapon systems down to slow them until our weapons are charged, and then hit them with everything we have. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7-powered weapon system, so we won't get everything down. Then we can just cloak whatever salvo comes. And yeah, it should be totally fine. Okay, we want them to come in. Actually, I want a level 2 hack just to be on the safe side. Okay, got most of their systems down. Yeah, I really don't actually want to move the slug here. I want to get trained in weapons. I really don't like whatever bomb this is. It's taking a long time. It makes me think it's an ion bomb. Please don't run away. Oh, you didn't run away. You tried. You failed. Okay, weapon system down. We can now send everybody in the crew to help out the NG here. We'll pull the NG temporarily. Or not. Okay, so the only problem is they can totally go to the med bay. We're just going to shoot them in the med bay. They're not going to the med bay because they're crazy. They decided to come to their senses. Alright, you guys go do repairs. You come back. Alright, and everyone goes back to where they were. One, two, three. Oh man, totally doing 5 fights in a row. Perhaps. We're gonna approach the station. Not gonna board. Totally gonna cloak that. Oh, we're actually in the position that we could just potentially buy drone parts. If I start running low on those. Okay, weapon system permanently offline. That was weird how that it switched between them. Oh, that was so horribly timed on my part. It's inevitable. There you go. Salvage what you can, approach the station. Use to relay information to the rebel fleet. You can attempt to hack it and give the rebel fleet false information. So I can spend a hack a drone part for an extra jump. Yes. That should hold up the fleet for at least a little while. So we got a fleet delay, which is really great considering we already know what the sector layout is. Intruders on board. Do you have some offensive drones? Okay, we can cloak that. Our shields are good enough for that. And some humans. And they're not running, so we're safe. There's the boarding drone. So is he going to try and join the boarding drone and beat up on my poor little NG? Alright, let's go ahead and vent the ship. By vent, I mean just open up all the doors, because we have a breach now in this room. We'll go level 2 oxygen. I'm not actually using hacking on this fight, so we'll just maximize evasion. Cool, got the train. I'm going to shoot it in the drone system to try and take this thing offline. Wow, that's a pretty high level medbay apparently. Oh, I really don't need the Mantis beating up on the broken robot. Okay, this is where we cloak. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use the hack. He's at 21 health, my guy's at 21 health. I should not lose that fight. Nice, he tried to run away, so he just dies where he is. Or doesn't. Really? Is that like a level 3 medbay or something? Okay, that's fine. I have ways of dealing with you. We'll just shoot him in the face instead. 5 fuel, 56 scrap. Okay, again, level 2 oxygen. We're gonna have to heal quite a bit of crew here. Alright. Okay, everyone goes back except you. Go ahead and close the doors. Let's go ahead and attack the automated ship, get to the storage cache. Going to hack the piloting. Whoa, with like the triple shot. Ridiculous. That was terrifying. Why would you do that? Just take down the drones, I think we're fine. Yeah. So sometimes the combat drones can like fire in quick succession, and it's a relatively rare event. That time it happened like back to back. Slightly terrifying. Breaches are cool, because they can't repair them. Okay, slowly training our crew as well. 45 scrap. Anti-combat drone, that's about 15 or 17 scrap plus 22, 235. Keep on keeping on. Okay. Repair drone, boarding. Okay, so I can cloak this. Our shields are good enough for that, so we are safe in this fight. I am down to 5 drone parts, though. I mean, crew kill gets me more scrap. I don't technically need more scrap. Okay, I don't want to board just yet. I want to see how many of my shots land, if I can take down their drones. Wasn't technically the drones I had envisioned. Okay, so let's 4v4. And boarding drone did get in there. Alright, Elad, get some sleep. Hope you're feeling better soon. And as always, you know, good luck with your move. Uh-oh. Okay, minor uh-oh. Mantis was taking a beating from the drone. Not too surprising. Oh, their crew went to actually repair their drones. That's silly. Okay, I really don't want you to not kill my Mantis. Who can I switch him out with? 43 health, 54 health. Okay, we'll send them out of the room. Yeah, my Mantis is at 2 health. That's cutting it a little close. 27 scrap and a heavy ion. Heavy ion is pretty terrible. One of the worst weapons in FTL. Now we'll heal everybody but the guy who's at 2 health. Come on, Zimu. I guess we could actually get the heavy ion online. I don't really have any other use for the scrap right now. And it is another projectile. Or I could just go shields 4. Actually, I do want to eventually get a 4th weapon system online, so we can do that. I have cloaking, and plenty of evasion. Shields 4, not going to be as useful. As useful as my heavy ion. Oh yeah, the dream. Even with a fully trained weapon person, the heavy ion can't outpace. It can't fire fast enough that it chains the ion damage. I would actually need like an automated reloader to get there. 3, 4, 5. How greedy is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty greedy. Or should be safe. Let's just do 4. Send an away party and investigate. Cool. 59 scrap. No fight. Drones. Is that double missiles? With a chance at double rewards. We do have a store coming, so I'm okay with taking some damage, I suppose. That is double missiles. Okay. So we should be able to cloak the missiles at the same time, hack their piloting. 3, 4, 5, 7 projectiles, do 3 damage to their weapon systems, plus the heavy ion. There's a chance we get all their weapons off, or down in time. Okay, there's our cloak. Alright, got everything but the one other missile down. That's okay. Alright, and the other weapon system's down. Do I take out piloting? No more evasion to even deal with. We just need to mop up this fight. $25 scrap. Wow, so we got 2 fuel, 39 scrap. The outpost hails you as the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by these. Take this on the house. So defense scrambler sells for 40 scrap. We don't need a defense scrambler because we can just always cheese our hacking through a defense drone. Okay, I blew a jump. Do you have a cool weapon? Come on, come on. I mean, I guess Flak 1 is cool in that it is kind of amazing. We'll sell the heavy ion, so we did get to use it like once. That is way above average for a heavy ion. Okay, I have fuel. I probably will get some repairs. So really all I need now is shields 4. And I'm going to go ahead and because I have that situation, I'm going to go ahead and get the shield charge booster. It just increases my shield recharge rate by 15%. I'm going to have a ton of scrap left over. So might as well put it towards something that's potentially beneficial. I don't even have anybody in shields. Really should put somebody in shields. Okay, so let's do this. Don't really need the sensors anymore. Alright, we'll save the positions that way so he doesn't have that long to run if I do need him in shields. I didn't buy drone parts. I forgot. I forgot. Do 41 scrap. Is the store up? No. Alright, so it's 180 scrap, not counting reactor upgrades to get our 4 shield. Show signs of battle. Let's go ahead and move in to examine the station. Been stripped of anything of use. Civilian or uncharted nebula? Let's just go civilian. Okay, so just looking for scrap and drone parts here. Backup battery, flak 2, zone shield bypass, FTL recharge booster, that's terrible. Repair arm is pretty awful. I mean, I guess I could use the Zoltan shield bypass for phase 3 of the flagship fight. I shouldn't need it. We're going to kill the crew on phase 1. Ship. Okay, we're going to go ahead and buy the battery. Like I said, I do want to actually get an improvement in shields. And I only have 1 power remaining. Not going to buy the clone bay. Quite simply, just don't need it. I don't think I need it. There's a reason to not buy this, actually. It would make Roncley happy. Sure, sure. The problem is if we board in phase 1 and we get caught under a cloak, we could potentially lose crew. Yeah. Alright, get a buffer point in that. And... Alright. Okay, hope to get it to 180 scrap and would be great. Of course we're going to attack the Slaver Scum. You have mind control. It's level 1 mind control. I'll just let them beat on the engines here. Okay, let's go ahead and cloak that. We'll just go 4 boarding right into their shields since their mind control is already down. They won't run because it's a clone base ship. I would like their clone bay to actually be down though. Alright, we got a rock fully trained on weapons and partially trained on engines. You're fully trained on engines. We have another rock who's been boarding, so we're going to go ahead and dismiss the rock. Sorry, rock. Shot me in the battery. Oh, right. What am I doing? I have a clone bay. You guys don't get healed. It stinks I can't see into this ship. With 3 shields, this is... We should be okay with the pike beam. The glaive can potentially hurt us. Of course, we're going to attack the pirate. That's a... Let's see, that's a 4-power weapon, that's a 2-powered weapon, and that's a 3-powered weapon. That is more than 8 game. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and board. Alright, so yeah, again, we're doing a thing where we board into the med bay, we quickly kill off 2 crew members, lock everything else down. We should be able to damage their weapon system enough to take anything that's a threat offline, which is this. Okay, crew's about to die. I probably wouldn't have boarded if I had a med bay, but the clone bay makes it like pretty much totally safe. Oh yeah, the med bay's still down. I guess we could fight anywhere. Let's prevent them from actually fixing their weapons. It's so hard to transfer over to a completely different system. I mean, we've been using the med bay like the entire time. And, you know, now that we're using a clone bay. 45 scrap. The pirate's gone and you get the station. We appreciate what you've done. Another 25 scrap. Well, thank you. Always happy to help a neighbor. Okay, gonna hit the store again. Few repairs and drone parts. Reverse ion field. That's kind of cool. Halberd beam is tempting. No. Okay, don't. Just get shield 4. My weapon system's fine. I don't need the reverse ion field. It's only good for phase 1 of the flagship fight. Get 2 fuel. Get enough drone parts. Couple repairs. Okay, now we just need 100 scrap to get our shields, and everything is totally fine. Okay, that's a Vulcan. Okay, 2 board us right into the teleporter here. Why are their crew moving? Yeah, that was weird. It looked like he was going to go to shields and then thought differently. Alright, I shouldn't take damage from their systems because the Vulcan's going to take a long time. We did spend all this time getting some pretty glorious drone stuff. So the trick here is because I have 3 crew, I'd have to board with 4 to pull all of them. Because I don't want them running away. My shield mantis can deal with these guys, as with my human. Oh no, let's just go doors, just because. Okay, weapon system down. Go ahead, 1 more lockdown. The guy tried running away, boarded into our death trap. GG. Alright, I'm not even gonna kill off crew. Look how super nice I am. Hey, check it out. There's another distress small research station with a small laboratory fire. You really should look into these faulty fire suppression. Contact the survivors' drone recovery arm and 58 scrap. I mean, sure. I mean, I don't have drones, but, you know, that's cool. I will intervene to defend the outpost. Triple drones? That's adorable. It's actually kind of terrifying. What would be the smart thing to do? Okay, we're gonna board our 4 into their shields and engines to slowly take those offline. We're just gonna hack their drone system and smash some drones. Hopefully. Okay, got 1, got 2. I mean, I actually do have this battery. I like that I assume that sending them onto an oxygenless ship is not the same as me killing them off myself. Like, I feel morally justified. Not morally justified, like, morally cleared, I guess. Another 55 scrap. $279 scrap. Hey, it's a store. I actually have things to sell at this store, do I not? Oh yeah, I have the drone recovery arm I could sell. I mean, it is scrap, it's not a fight. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't need the store, so let's not go to it then. Are these jumps dead? Why are those jumps burst? So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the best I can hope for. Is that 3, 4? Because I didn't like map out the sector first. It's really not going to matter. Explore the asteroid field. Okay. You have mind control and 2 crew, and a Zoltan shield and 4 shields. That's neat. Okay, so I put my crew member down. Old Yeller style. We'll go ahead and board 3. Kill their crew off. Okay, weapon system's now down. Will I accept their offers of surrender? 61 scrap. Commonly floating 343 scrap. Sure. We'll get 10 fuel and 10 hull repair when we leave the sector anyways. We've faced a ridiculous amount of unmanned drones. Camscade, how's it going? We are just about to reach Sector 8. I'm finally up when you still stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. What kind of drones are we talking about here? You're running away. That is not acceptable. Your drones are pretty terrible. Okay, we'll just hack their piloting. I watch almost all your VODs? Wow. Well, thank you. Really enjoyed the streak. I do appreciate it. That was a very good streak. Right up until the abrupt end. But thanks, glad you enjoy it. Yeah, so we're gonna hack evasion and then shoot it a lot. It's a very, very secret technique. Okay, piloting is broken. Keep forgetting, why have I not bought level 4 shields? Because you sleep. I'll allow it. Because I am a merciful and benevolent caster. Much like I am a merciful and benevolent pilot and captain for my crew. $28 scrap. Okay, ship. Hey, let's get that. Let's get that 4th shield. That would have made that fight completely and totally safe. We're trying to get back to our homes alive. I'm engineer Trey and could improve your reactor. I just improved my reactor. Wait, I can still agree to the trade? Sure, I'm going to give you stuff even though I will get absolutely nothing out of it. Could not upgrade reactor. It is maxed. Alright, there you go, though. Let's go to the last stand. Ironically, did you catch what Elad had? Elad said he wasn't feeling very well either. Now you seem to have developed a cough there. That's a cow and pudding? Is that like milk chocolate pudding? I assume is the those two gifts. Oh, you were just eating some, went down the wrong pipe. I understand. Sorry about that. Do slow down when eating. You arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets up the direct feed to the Federation base's wardroom. Just to let you guys know, access codes 12345. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" We explain our mission. We are just going to deliver some data, and then we get to go home. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief. Among the officers, General Terzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. That risk all is us, and we're really going to save them. So they're at the base. We're going to go rescue them. I personally like cynicism. I explain the weakness of the enemy fleet. It's the rebel flagship. Their weakness is shooting it until it dies. Mostly in the missiles. Actually, we're going to kill off all their crew, phase 1, hopefully. Anyways, Tully responds, "It is settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments, and we will do what we can to hold off their warships. But you must succeed in destroying the flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and other repair stations can provide aid as well, if you find them, so good luck." I know. Who gets shot in the face? Okay, so there's our base. There's the 2 repair stations we're absolutely not going to get, and the 3rd one we're also absolutely not going to get. So totally good that we bought up those drone parts, and probably shouldn't have given away 3 for funsies. What are you gonna do? Okay, let's get a point in doors. Might as well turn on sensors a little bit as well, just to get more information on ships. Sure. All right, so let's go ahead and make our way to the base. Hire them to scout the sector. What is this, a joke? Fight that ship. Of course, you have a defense boarding drone and a combat drone. That's a little bit gross, not gonna lie. Okay, let's go ahead and hack their drones because they're annoying. You fired, right? Nope, you psyched me out. Good job. Alright, cool. Let's go full power here. Go ahead and turn on my battery just so I have things running at max. Okay, weapon systems are offline. We can go over and say hello. You find a weapon system on their ship with no crew to stop you and install it on your own. 26 scrap and a free halberd beam. Sure, I'll take the best beam weapon in a game. Why not? Alright, you're a little weak, that's fine. I'm sure you can walk it off. Not gonna send you out the airlock. Not gonna do it. Super tempted to, but I'm not gonna do it. I will be strong. Toughest thing in FTL, not killing crew. I'm actually questioning whether I want the halberd beam online or not. I kind of don't need it. As silly as that could be. It's going to slow down our weapon firing. And mostly I just need it to dunk rooms. We should still be okay for phase 1 of the flagship fights. This thing's going to take a really weird path to the base. Of course we're going to fight you. Okay, I just need to cloak the missile. Like so. Ooh. Okay, that was kind of terrifying. I actually only have 90% dodge because my crew isn't trained yet. Gonna have to be careful about that. Why do I have auto fire on? That's a little bit silly. Are you kidding me? You're the little missile that could. Okay, that was too late. That's fine. Oh, I didn't realize that we left him out there and he wanted to play in the weapons room as well. Okay, took a little bit of hull damage there. It's alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my ship get destroyed in phase 1 of the flagship and then use the clone bay to bring it back at full health. Totally works. You have hacking. You also have a really annoying missile there. Alright, I'm gonna have to see where their hack is before I do anything. Hacking my hack. That is a bit unfortunate. So I can't actually get my hack off in time because this is going to stop me. Okay, so we got that. I want to take out their evasion. We should be able to do enough damage to their... Yeah, wait for the flak to come online, so then try to do enough damage to take their missile offline. Cool. Okay, I just don't want their weapon systems to come back online, because that's annoying. I killed everyone. That's cool. I got a backup crew. Oh, your silly, silly super shields. Okay, as long as I keep the clone bay offline, we're fine. Okay, prepare to jump, get another 45 scrap. Super good, needed that. Vulcan, and hacking, and defense drone, and a beam drone. And other drone. How many drones do you have? Oh no, not the battery. So if you didn't know, if you hack the battery, it actually takes the power away from the ship instead of what it provides. So we actually lost 2 reactor for that. That's why it's kind of dangerous if you're borderline on what you need from your reactor to get a battery and leveling it up, because then you could be really far behind. Let's see, I totally have enough drone parts to do pretty much anything I want. So by the way, the reason I hack engines versus piloting is that if they try to run away, I want to be able to do enough damage from the ship to pull the pilot, and if I have it hacked and lock them in that room, then there's a chance that they will still get away. But if you do it in engines, then you don't have that problem. Come on, just need to win that one more fight. 42 scrap. Okay, let's just respawn my crew a little bit faster. Alright, let's go chill out at the base. We're going to wait for the flagship to show up. Mainly just set up phase 3, which shouldn't be a problem, but it will give us a place to jump back to in case things go bad. You arrive near the Federation base to find the bulk of their fleet skirmishing with rebel forces. You hang back near the far side of the moon and mock them as they die. See how it feels when you're the only one fighting, huh? Not a good sensation, is it? Besides, there's not much we can do to help in that battle, and our mission holds the key to turn the tide of war. That's right. We prepare to face the flagship. Okay, so flagship's going to be here in a couple of jumps. I have 178 scrap I can utilize. Are you trained yet? Okay, you are. You are also trained, so 4 engines is enough to maximize evasion. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and get buffer points then. Don't need it in battery. Sort of go ahead, piloting just in case. Cloaking, that's probably kind of important. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just get it evasion. And now we wait. Alright, this is it. The Rebel flagship. If you are able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back. So ideally what we're going to do in Phase 1 is hack their missiles and board into their missiles. And we're just going to kill all their crew there using our hack as a to seal them in that room, as well as our crystal abilities. And if you have the missiles hacked and you have cloaking, you can cycle through so that you are never hit by the missiles. You can hack them to delay it long enough that your cloak comes back online. And then we're just going to rely on our evasion and 4 shields to deal with the rest of it until we kill off their entire crew in Phase 1, save the 2 weapon systems on those sides, barring a bad hack. So let's see if that happens. My battery was hacked. That is not a bad hack. Okay, let's board. Let's also send our hack over there. And go ahead and just lock down. Okay, we'll go ahead and cloak here. Make sure we have at least level 4 engines. Let's see, is there something I actually should do? Oh, let's go ahead and... Okay, let's be defensive-minded. We already have everything we need to win, so we should just take down some of their weapons. That'll do. Okay, so the ion weapon's offline. We should be fine. We have the missiles offline, so now all we have is this in the beam. Wow, that was ridiculous evasion. How? I kind of don't understand. That's okay. Okay, there's our hack preventing them from getting away. Okay, let him in. Oh, that was poorly timed. I mean, we're totally fine, just makes this take longer. Okay, I actually don't need the hack, and I shouldn't need cloaking, ideally here. Okay, here we go. They board. And lockdown. Are you kidding me? Okay, so that's all their crew save one. Perfect. We can now just kill their ship. Okay, so that was pretty good phase 1. Not sure if I actually should have killed off that final crew member or not. Okay, we're just going to wait for the flagship to come back. Sets up phase 3. I have 38 scrap. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I can't buy anything with that. You wait here. You chase down the flagship by staying exactly where you were. Like, it's just like if your parent loses you at the mall, stay right where you are, they will find you eventually. If they are trying to look for you. I discovered it's heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. Okay, so we only have one crew to deal with here. Yeah, I totally should have killed him off there. That's alright. Alright, so they're going to have a drone system. Should I just destroy the drones? If I had already killed the crew, we would have been able to board unimpeded. Yeah, let's go ahead and hack their drone system and board into shields, and then move the crew to the missiles. Alright, the reason I'm going to do this is taking apart their drones by hacking their drone system makes most of the rest of the fight a lot easier. Most of the rest of the fight, yeah. Alright, so this guy's going to board. Hopefully with both these other two drones, it makes the event just infinitely easier to deal with. Okay, so we got rid of the defense drone. Just the boarding drone is left. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, I'm going to shoot my own crew, just take their missile system down. Lock down the shields. Don't make the same mistake twice. We'll kill him. We'll cloak for the drones. Alright. He's kind of starting to wreck the ship. Should have already had the doors vented. Pretty easy fight. So we don't have to worry about any crew for phase 3. The AI will take over the enemy ship. And we'll have to take care of its Zoltan shield first. And we can't board until it's taken down. Is Halberd beam better than my hull lasers? I would think it is. No. I'd have to take both hull lasers offline. I guess we just sit on the halberd beam then. Okay, 58 scrap. Sweet. We'll get swag sensors. Even though the flagship cheats and it actually doesn't let you see into their ship. Okay, we'll jump into the flagship for phase 3. This way, if things go bad, again, we could jump back to our base and have a safe jump, not to worry about ASBs or enemy ships. And we are not certain how it is able to keep on fighting with the amount of damage it has sustained. It's plot armor predominantly. It looks like it's transferred power to the teleporter as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared. This is it. Alright, so it's going to mind control. We got to deal with this super Zoltan shield that actually takes 10 hits before it goes down. my NG just went crazy. Okay, we get hit by the missiles in this phase, so we can cloak during the event. Wow, you started a fire? But why? You started 2 fires. I'm sorry. That's really gross and bad. Like, the 2 things I would not want to have a fire in are those 2 systems. I am not happy about this. Toasty. I mean, we should still be fine. It's just... that is ridiculous. Okay, we just got hit through 98% evasion. It's fine. Because our pilot is putting out fires, are distracted. Oh, that started a fire too. Amazing. It's the best. Okay, you're kind of worthless. You do repairs since I want him at full capacity here. I think it's a level 1 hack that times it for me. Just trying his best to stop you. It is really trying. I will give it credit for that. You should feel good about yourself. Okay, so that's that. If I send him through the room, he's just going to, like, instantly die. I just need 2 crew. We're gonna go 3 crew. So he's actually going to the medbay to heal himself. Okay, I've decided that we're gonna go and become a coal-powered FTL ship here. So we're just gonna let those fires ride. Ah, now you have fires. Do you like that, huh? No, it's a jerk thing to do. He's seriously not going to survive the run-through. No! I need more power, thank you. Not sure what you're going on with my lack of power here. Alright, we got this, we're fine. I don't need my ship anymore. Ship is a weakness. Your super shield doesn't scare me at all. You're mind controlled. Okay. I don't know where that mantis is going to go. If you're going to try and put out fires. Do you see how silly this is, game? No! Now I don't have all my crew over there. This is less awesome. Alright, woo, we got him back in time. We're fine. We got this. No more, no need to worry. It's really sketchy there for a second. But we should be okay. We're gonna punch it in the face. Come on, Rock. Thank you. There we go. Easy. Totally fine. Yeah, so, 4-person teleporter, clone bay, pretty ridiculous. Thank you. Was indeed as soon as, well, no, we got a clone bay. They're fine. They're fine. They just were having a party on the other ship. I think it's customary, in fact, to if you have the quad teleporter, you got to send them all over there. So how well did that run go? Hey, we broke 6K. 6091. Not a PB, but pretty good. 44 ships defeated, 2,111 scrap collected. That's pretty ridiculous. Thank you very much for the GGs.